I'm going in on this one completely unscripted, unnotes, whatever the phrase. I don't know. I oh man, it's been a little while. I almost didn't decide to do this today because you probably can't tell because I blurred the windows because of the truck incident. But uh it is currently snowing. Uh yeah. But to be honest, not like that bad of snow. Like we got most of the bad snow yesterday, and that like really stuck. And it was like, it was heavily packed snow, so it really stuck. But today hasn't been so bad, and I was like, you know what? It's Grookey Community Day, sure. And I got myself. Might as well show this real quick. I got myself a whopping 3 shinies, as you can see there. I gotta remember to unblur that, because I just realized that's gonna be where the blur is, so we're gonna, I'll put a thing and I'll try to remember. But yeah, I got a whopping 3 shinies, like 2 of them were from home, and I got another one, when I was driving, so, which, I'm not driving while playing, by the way. It's just the auto catcher is catching stuff while I'm driving, and then boom, shiny. Easy. But, anyways, I honestly, like, almost didn't even do this, 'cause it's just, like, I don't really care about Grookey Community Day, and I was like, do I want to go out in the snow? Not really. But I said fuck it, and I did it anyway, because, I kind of wanted to get out of the house for a little bit. And yeah. So I haven't done one of these in a while, and I'm like trying to recollect where I was the last time I did one of these, because I'm pretty sure the last time I did one of these, it was on a Wednesday, I think. And then, yeah. But it has been interesting, like an interesting week and a half-ish. Honestly, I can't even, like, fully recall a lot of the stuff that happened in recent times, because it feels like so much of everything is just kind of blurred or like, maybe not blurred together, but it's just kind of become this like amorphous blob of like, I don't even remember what happened on what day. I can't remember anything anymore. So yeah, let me try to think. The end of last week, what did I do? Oh, I want to say that was the Kyurem. Yeah, that was the Kyurem Fusion Raid Day. So that was something. I got like a shiny Zekrom and 2 shiny Kyurems. And I don't know, like, I was playing that, and it was like, I wasn't really there to play the event that much. It was nice to get the shiny Zekrom, because I wanted to get a shiny Zekrom for years, and it never happened. And I got 2 shiny Reshrams, but no shiny Zekrom, and I finally got it now. But, like, the event was kind of, like, a little bit of a catastrophe, because we have a bunch of gyms at our park, and we were getting unlucky, and we were getting, like, 1 Kyurem per, like, every 30 minutes. And it's, like, the whole point of the event is to fucking raid the Kyurems, and there's, like, 1 Kyurem every 30 minutes. And then 3 fucking Pokemon that, like, you don't really want, because they've been around so much. So it's like, what the fuck, man? It sucked. But, like, the only thing that was good was that, I was just there with my local community. We're just chilling out, doing stuff. That was cool. Other than that, it was, and it was raining, and it was cold. My hands were freezing, dude. My hands are fucking freezing. It was crazy. It was crazy. But, yeah. I did that. I honestly don't remember much else from the weekend. I think it was just kind of like whatever for the most part. And then I would say definitely this week was a little tough for sure. I was so tired between like Monday and Tuesday. It was it was a fucking week. Or it was a fucking, like, 2 days, to say the least. There were a bunch of customers that was just, like, they just wanted, like, the weirdest shit. And it's like, what? You want what? Okay. And, like, you have to figure out how to do what they want. Like, you know, it'll be like, I want, like, a block of cheese, like, this thick. It's like, okay. But, like, it's not easy to do that on the slicer. Like, I know slicers are technically supposed to have numbers, like, and it'll be like, oh, this is, like, a 1/4 inch. This is, like, 1/8 of an inch. This is, like, 1/2 an inch. Our slicers don't have that, so we just have to eyeball it. So that's cool. But oh, you know, I can mention, it's not gonna be out by the time I upload this because I'm probably uploading this today when I make this. But I did on Monday. I woke up a little early, and my intention was, you know, now I'm remembering Monday morning, actually. Now it just hit me. I just remembered the whole thing. Oh, man. It was a morning. I'm going backwards a little bit. But so I played, played? See, like, sometimes my mind will just do that. Like, it'll be like, I was playing, and it's like, because I'm so, like, I can't even think of the word. Like, video games are so ingrained into my brain sometimes. It's like, I'll say, like, I played or something, and it's like, I'll just start a sentence thinking I played, and I'm like, that had nothing to do with what I was going to say. But anyways, so that morning, I remember now, because, dude, I got up early. I was like, I am going to record the script that I had just made on Sunday for a main channel video, finally, for the first time in, like, 6 months. And I was like, okay, I got this. I'm gonna just sit down. I'm just gonna record this. It'll be quick. It'll be easy. And I started I got up, and I immediately, there's just, like, piss everywhere on the floor, and I was like, fuck. And so that was a whole, like, escapade. And then one of our dogs, she decided, because, you know, I guess to her, shit is just a great snack. And so she just ate that, and then she got, like, sick from it. Not, like, you know, super, super sick or anything. But, like, you know, she was, like, puking it up. It's pretty disgusting. And I just remembered that now. And so I had to spend, like, all morning, like, cleaning the floor and shit and, like, dealing with that. And I was so pissed. And I was like, I'm not gonna have any time to record. And I'm gonna be pissed about it. And then it came... Dude, what do you mean I already got knocked out of a fucking gym? Are you motherfuckers, bro. Hold up. I'm pissed. I literally just put myself in this fucking gym, man. Really? I'm healing this gym, bro. You fucking kidding me, man? Dude, they're not. Why? I'm so mad. I literally just went to the park. I put myself in 2 gyms. Fine, you want to knock out 1 gym? Okay. Bro, why do they have to take all the fucking gyms, man? Just leave 1. I fucking hate it, man. I hate it so much. I'm so pissed. So anyways, as I was saying, now I'm, like, gonna be watching this over to make sure I'm not fucking losing this gym. But I thought I was gonna be able to record, and then I just said, fuck it, you know, I'm just gonna start recording. Maybe I just record, like, 1 page of the script, whatever. I'll just record it. And I started doing that, and I got through the whole script, and I was like, hell yeah. And then I had to go to work, and was definitely a tough day, as I said. You know, bunch of customers just demanding random shit, and I'm like, why? And also it was busy as well. But managed to get through both that day and Tuesday. They were pretty similar. And then I had my day off on Wednesday. And my plan was pretty simple. which was, I'm just gonna, do my usual therapy appointment, and just, I don't know. I didn't really know what else. And, so I went there, I did that, and then I came and I recorded, another video that I've not even started working on yet. But I just, when I got home, I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, I did a lot of procrastinating, and like, that has kind of fucked up my entire week, if I'm being honest. I think part of it too was that I started to get a little stressed about my eye appointment, because I made an appointment with my eye doctor, because these glasses, it was a yearly, like, checkup thing, kind of, just like how are your eyes doing a year later, because my eyes are really fucked up. This one sees a little far, but can't see shit up close, and then this one basically can't see anything unless it's like directly in front of me. So, it was a little difficult. It was a little difficult to get like proper glasses and stuff. And when I got my glasses last year, what happened was the distance was actually the difference between my two eyes was so big, and between the prescriptions was so big, that it was actually like disorienting as fuck. I was like getting headaches, and like, it almost felt like I was like in a dream, if that makes any sense. And felt really fucked up. And I ended up having to get different ones in these, or they had to like change the prescription in these, and now it's much better. But yeah. So ultimately, my point is, I was a little bit nervous going back, because last time I didn't drive myself there. This time I was gonna drive myself there, and then like, my mom was like, well, they might do like they might put the drops in your eyes, and you're not gonna be able to drive. I was like, oh fuck. And I was like worried about it a shit ton. And so what I did, the next morning I called to see what was up, and they were like, yeah, we're gonna have to do the dilation drops so they can see the back of your eyes. And I was like, fuck. Oh no. So yeah, I was like freaking out, and I ended up having to like have my mom come with me just in case I couldn't drive. But then what ended up happening, I actually didn't have to do the dilation drops. Like, they were like, do you want to do the dilation drops, because then they can check the back of your eyes? And I was like, not really, because I kind of drove myself here, and I want to drive myself home, and I have work later. So yeah. But to go back to Wednesday, I guess, I was procrastinating a lot, because I just didn't want to do shit on Wednesday, because I just kept thinking about that appointment. I was like, I'm a little stressed about it. And when the appointment actually happened, it wasn't that bad, and I was able to drive myself home just fine. So I didn't even really have to worry. But they did say, like, your eye pressure is kind of high, so we kind of want you to like come back and do the dilation another day. But I was like, I'll do it another day, but like, I don't want to do it when I'm working, because I want to be able to drive. I mean, like, they said you can drive with the dilation stuff, but like, I don't know about that. I don't like having the idea of my eyes getting fucked with and then still being like, all right, I'm gonna go drive now. Like, that sounds like a bad idea. It's like, if you don't fucking drink alcohol and drive, you don't smoke weed and drive, you don't fucking, you don't have sex and drive, like, you don't do things that are gonna be severely distracting or like impair you or whatever. So I feel like it's probably not a good idea to get your eyes all fucked with and get them dilated and shit, and then drive afterwards. Like, that doesn't sound great to me. So, yeah. So that was what happened with that. And honestly, I was pretty glad it didn't go that bad. I was like a little nervous about it. And I decided to get myself some new glasses because these guys, they also have, like, the frames that I actually got, they're, like, really thick. You can see that. They're really thick. And they, like, press against the side of my head, and they, like, actually, like, leave a little imprint. Which, like, I don't think it's a permanent imprint, but it's still, like, it just looks weird, and it doesn't feel great. And, you know, like, I've heard that those, like, long-term, they can, like, give you headaches and shit. So I was like, you know, I think maybe I need some new frames. So I ended up getting some new frames, and I got, like, they're, like, these Ray-Ban ones. I almost didn't want to get, because the only thing I've ever heard about Ray-Ban is the fucking, like, Ray-Ban Meta glasses, where it's like, yeah, you know, you get a fucking, like, camera in your glasses and shit, and it's like, I don't know. Like, part of me thinks that's a cool idea, to, like, have, like, these, like, techie glasses and stuff, like, you know, the Google glasses or some shit. But, like, you know, maybe not, like, exactly like Google glasses, but kind of like that. But then, it's also, like, that is probably not great. It's like, you know, imagine, like, Google is just looking at everything you are looking at. Like, you're gonna be looking at, you know, you're gonna be looking at stuff that you probably don't want Google to see. So it's like, maybe don't do that. Maybe it's a bad idea. And I especially don't want Mark Zuckerberg. I would rather have Google fucking, you know, see whatever fucking porn I'm watching than Mark Zuckerberg or some shit, dude. So, fuck that. Hell no. Hell no, I'm not getting fucking Meta fucking Ray-Ban glasses. But I did get Ray-Ban glasses, just regular ones. And they're very, like, they're much thinner and lighter, but, you know, they still got that metal kind of stuff, and they kind of look similar to this one, or to these ones. I don't know how it's gonna turn out, we'll see, but, like, I felt like they weren't bad. They're pretty similar. I feel like some people wouldn't even notice I had new glasses, so, yeah. But it was kind of cool to be able to buy it for myself. I was really hoping, like, please don't be, like, $800. Unfortunately, they were, like, just at the budget that I wanted. They were, like just under $500, and I was like, thank God. Thank God. I did not want to spend more than $500 on glasses. So, yeah, I got that. And then after that, I had to go to work later, but, like, the eye pressure thing kind of, like, freaked me out a little bit. And I was like, I think part of it was just I was tired, and, like, I just, like, kind of fucked up my sleep and everything. And so I ended up just, like, taking a little, like, nap for a little bit. I also found out that Hightail exists. I was, like, watching a little bit of Hightail. I was like, this is crazy. This game exists, and it looks like Minecraft 2. Like, holy shit. And it's, like, the same price point as what Minecraft used to be. Like, it used to be, like, $20 or $25 or whatever. And this is, like, $20 for the early access stuff. Like, you know what? I know I said, like, you know, I'm not really gonna play video games anymore. But, like, it's Minecraft 2. It's Minecraft 2. I remember when I was a kid playing Minecraft back in the day. Like, maybe it's time. Maybe it's time for Minecraft 2. Finally. Only took, like, 13... No, not even 30. Like, 14, 15 years since I started playing Minecraft. Finally. We did it. We finally made Minecraft 2, I guess, or something. I don't know. And, dude, I can even play it on my MacBook, which I think is kind of sick. But then, the thing is, I have to update my MacBook, because my MacBook, it's on, like, macOS, like, 15 or something, and, like, the newest one is, like, 26. It's, like, way past whatever version I have right now. And, like, I need the 26, apparently, to play Hightail, so I don't know. Part of me wants to update, part of me doesn't. But Apple is at least nice, and they don't, like, cram it down your throat like Windows, where it's like, oh, you can, you know, when you shut off your computer, you can update. It's like, I didn't want to update. You're just gonna make my fucking computer slower, dude. Fuck you. But, yeah. Aside from that, I'm just, I definitely was, like, a little tired going into work on Thursday, and I, like, just barely made it, like, just in time. And I got there, and now I'm remembering too. I'm remembering a little bit. I got to work on Thursday, and the deli assistant manager and our store manager were in the office that we have. And they're like, oh, hey, we were looking for you. Come in. I was like, they're looking for me? What's going on? What's going on? I didn't know what was going on. And I was working with my asshole coworker that day. I was like, is this going to be like a fucking talk? It's going to be like, when they bring you in the principal's office and you have to fucking sit there and talk with the fucking kid you just got in a fight with. Be like, well, he started first. Some shit. I didn't know what was going to happen. And they brought me in. They're like, you're not in trouble. We just got to do a training video. And I was like, oh my God. And I was thinking back to those recently. I was like, remember when I watched those training videos 5 months ago, dude? And now, it's been so long. I don't even fucking remember a lot of it anymore. It's just I just know the job at this point. But I had to go through this food handling course thing, and it was interesting. It was interesting because I don't really get to talk to the store manager that much, and I got to actually talk to him a little bit, not a crazy amount, but we got to I got to talk with him a little bit because he's a very busy guy, obviously, because he's managing a whole store. But yeah, it was an interesting time, but that also meant that I spent 30 minutes of my 6-hour shift working on doing this shitty little video. And so then I get to the deli at 4:30 and it's I have 5.5 hours to close this down, and asshole coworker's not gonna help me. But you know what? I managed to do it. And it was decently busy too. And it was not the easiest night, for sure. But I did pull it off. And not only did I pull it off, I actually pulled it off with 15 minutes left, so I got to take my break too. I was like, holy shit, dude. I kinda went crazy tonight. But even with that, of course, coworker has to pull some random shit occasionally. So this guy, he because he hogs the sink all the time, and it's I need the sink too to be able to clean the slicer parts. So what the fuck am I gonna do? And so basically my two options are go to the other department where you don't have a big sink, so therefore you can't actually clean it very easily, or wait for him to leave and then do the parts really quickly in the good sink. And that was exactly what I did. And that's usually what I do. I try to find my moments where he leaves and I can do my stuff by the sink. And when I was cleaning a second set of parts, he came back. I was probably 2 minutes into cleaning this part and I just needed a minute or two left. And he came back and he just gave me this really weird look. He was just and then he just says I'll be right back. I have to go somewhere. Yeah, I have to go somewhere. I was like, okay, what? So then he comes back it was probably 10 minutes later, maybe 15 minutes later, I don't know. He comes back and he's ooh, probably last rookie. I should have done snapshots. I could get some, hold on, I'm gonna do some snapshots. That would have been a smart idea. Why didn't I think of that? As 5 free Grookey encounters. Stupid. Okay, sprint it. But, anyways, as I was saying, this guy, God damn it, stop giving me gifts. I don't need them. God. It didn't give me another Grookey. Give me a Grookey. Good. Go. I should have thought about this. This would have been a smart idea. I could have gotten an extra shiny maybe. Anyways though, this guy, he comes back, and, he comes back, and he instantly is like, oh, you're gonna have to do the spoons tonight because I don't feel like doing it. Because we have like spoons for like some of the other stuff in our case. And he's like, you're gonna have to clean the spoons because I don't feel like it. It's like, okay, whatever. And I continue doing my work because, I think if there's one priority in a fucking deli, it would be closing down the slicers and making sure those are fucking clean. Because those are what you serve your customers with. So that was, what I wanted to do. And I started doing that. I continued doing that. And then, like, 5 minutes later, he does the spoons anyway. So it's like, what the fuck was the point in that? What the fuck was the point in doing that? And I bet he's probably going to use that as, like, some sort of, like, he's going to try to, like, weaponize that against me. Like, well, he doesn't help me at all. I just have to help him. And it's like, I don't help you because you fucking leave me with so much shit to do that I don't have time. But, anyways, just turned 5 o'clock, so no more Grookies. The Grookies are done. I got 3 shinies. I'll take it. Anyways, though, as I was saying, actually I lied. I have a field research of a Grookie, so let me grab this. But, as I was saying, again, I keep getting distracted because it's fucking community day now. God damn it. So, that's done. Other than that, there was like one moment where there's this one customer. He comes in pretty frequently. Usually comes in a little late. I know him pretty well, so sometimes we talk. He's like, "Oh, you shaved. Oh, you got a haircut," that sort of thing. So I was talking to him, and he was telling me, he was like, "Oh, I guess you weren't here yesterday," and I was like, "Yeah, yesterday is my day off, so I wasn't here." And then, like, I managed to hear him. I was really surprised, as I'll kind of get to later. I was really surprised. To my left, I heard him kind of like muttering to himself a little bit. He was saying like Wednesdays and Saturdays and Sundays, which those are my 3 days off. And I found it very like strange. And I think I can't tell if it's like those are like my days of like, peace, because I don't have to deal with him, which is fucking ridiculous. Or whatever it might have been. But, like, there was a very, like, aggressive tone to it. And it's like, I don't know, man. And I just, like, I'm not trying to do anything to fucking get on this guy's bad side. He was the guy who started all this shit because he started fucking yelling at me when I've been working there a month. And I was still, learning the job to a degree. And he's fucking yelling at me and putting so much work on me. And then I downplayed it when I told it to the manager, which I wasn't even going to say anything to the manager, but my coworker mentioned it to the manager, and then the manager asked me about it. And I think after that, he just, like, had this fucking grudge against me. And he's been holding that fucking grudge ever since. And it's like, I'm not trying to, like, fucking get this guy fired or some shit. But, like, it's not fair, the shit that he's doing to me. It's really not. And what he's doing to everybody, realistically. And my coworker was actually telling me, the other day on Friday, he was talking to me, and he was like, I had to work with that guy, and my shift was over. Or, well, technically his shift wasn't over, but he didn't take his lunch break, so he was going to leave 30 minutes early. And so he leaves, and he doesn't know where the fuck this guy is. No idea where this guy went, but he's leaving, because his shift is over. He's done. And he leaves, and he goes to a nearby store, and he sees this fucking guy driving around in the parking lot. And it's like, what the fuck? Why are you driving around in a different store's parking lot when you're supposed to be doing your fucking job? What the fuck? Like, I already knew this guy. He leaves, He goes around the store, he talks to people, he goes upstairs, he even goes outside sometimes and talks to people in the parking lot and shit. Whatever. This guy's leaving the fucking store. He's leaving the fucking property. He's leaving the establishment and going somewhere else when he's supposed to be working. What? What is that? That's fucking crazy, dude. That's so crazy. And the fact that they don't do anything about it, it's like, why are you paying this guy? He's not even at the fucking place he's supposed to be. Why are you paying him? I don't get it, man. I truly don't get it. But anyways, so that was a whole thing. That Thursday was an interesting night. I was tired as fuck when I got home. And then Friday came around, and I was still tired, but unfortunately, Friday was a mostly chill day. There wasn't a lot of customers. It was very dead in the morning. Or in the afternoon, I should say, which is awesome. And then we get to the end of the shift, and the store assistant manager is closing. And as I've mentioned in previous videos, he wants us basically to keep the deli open until like 5 minutes to closing, which is a little crazy because most stores, like other supermarkets and stuff, it's like they close their delis at like 8 or 8:30, or sometimes even earlier than that. And this guy wants us to be open until like 5 minutes to closing, which is crazy. And I don't even think it's like, well, we have to serve every single customer. That's money left on the table or some shit. I don't even think it's that. I just think he's a very passionate guy about the deli. And so he wants it to be like the best it can be. And it's like, I get it to an extent, but also like, we gotta have our time to clean and our time to, not have to deal with customers. So he's not gonna be around for the next 3 weeks though, because he's going to the other store for like 3 weeks. So means it won't be so bad. But for this night in particular, we had to close. I took my lunch break at like an hour before closing, and then I let my coworker go pay for some of the stuff that he got, and I kind of was like, I kind of fucked up a lot of things. I forgot to get my receipt when I paid for my stuff, so I had to go back and get another receipt, and then I also forgot, like, I got to remote start my car, so I did that. And then I had to do the last thing, which is like covering the rest of the case. And I did that like with like 2 minutes left before it was gonna before it was gonna be, closing or time to leave. And I had to get my coworkers to the bus. I had to get my one coworker to the bus by like 10:04, and it was like 9:57, 9:58, and I'm like, oh, it's gonna be closed. And then he had to go upstairs and get his stuff, so it took even longer. So we didn't leave until probably like 10:01 was when we left the parking lot. And I'm not gonna lie, I might have been slightly doing some illegal things. not really, but like, I was so focused. I'm like, I'm getting him to the fucking bus, because I know he's not gonna stay in this fucking car, and he's gonna sit out there for 30 minutes in the fucking cold, and I don't want him to do that. And so I was pulling out of the parking lot. I'm at the stop sign. I look left, I look right. I don't see anybody. Fucking just pedal to the metal. I'm going. I was going down that street, and then I looked at my speedometer. I was like, oh shit, I'm going 35 on a 25. Oops. And then, yeah. Son, got onto the 35-mile-an-hour road, and I went pretty much 40 the whole way down, unless I was turning, because obviously, I'm not going fucking 40 miles an hour when I'm turning. It's not happening. That's how you get in a fucking car crash. But I was fucking flooring it the whole way to the bus stop, And we get to the light where I make my right, and then the bus is there. And the bus looks like it's leaving. It's got its left blinker on, but it's stuck at a light. And I fucking floored it. I got to the parking spots at the end of the street. I fucking braked, and I put my emergency brake on, because that, like, unlocks the doors. Which, speaking of which, I should probably lock the doors. Took me a while to realize that. But anyways, I put the emergency brake on to unlock the doors, and, like, I hear this fucking mechanical scrape, and I'm like, oh, that's probably not good. I think what happened was I wasn't completely stopped. I was, like, almost stopped, but not completely stopped. And so when I put the brake on, it stopped, or it, you know, it made that noise, because it's like, you know, yeah, that's how emergency brakes work. But I was like, oh, that was not a great noise. I was a little concerned. Turns out it's fine. It's not really a big deal. But, like, you know, it's definitely not something you like to hear. But, yeah. But on the bright side, right? I did that shit. He got out of the car. He ran to the bus. And then I was like, it's gonna fucking leave without him, isn't it? It's gonna leave without him. And then the bus puts on his hazards, and it opens the door, and he gets in. And I was like, I fucking did it, dude. Oh my god, I did it. I actually got him the fucking bus. Like, last second, like, if I had not drove like a fucking crazy person the whole way there, it was not happening. He was not getting on that bus. I was making damn sure he got on that bus, and he got on that bus. Oh my god, I was so fucking happy, dude. I was so happy when he got on that bus. Oh my god. But, like, that's the type of shit that I do. You know? It's like, I'm not gonna be like Speed Racer just because I want to fucking drive fast. But, like, if it's for somebody else, I will fucking do it, man. I will do it. For him, like, I would do, you know, I would do a lot of stuff, you know? That's basically what it is. Because, you know, we both really respect each other. We both do things for each other all the time. You know, we work together. That's what we do. And so that is just another thing that, you know, I think really shows the type of person I am, I guess. But yeah, got him to the bus. I was so fucking happy. And then I drove my other coworker to his bus stop, and then I went home. And yeah, so then Saturday came around, which is yesterday, and snowed a lot. And I was like, I don't know what I want to do, because my cousin wanted to have me, like, transfer a save file to his Heart Gold cartridge, his Pokemon Heart Gold cartridge, and I was like, I don't know if it's great to do that, you know, with the snow and all. But, like, he wanted to do it, and I was like, okay. And he wanted, he was gonna, like, drive to my house. And I was like, I mean, you want, I'll just drive over to your house instead. That's easier, because, you know, we would have just been in his car at my house, so. And he was like, yeah, you know, if you want to do that, sure. So I ended up doing that. The first time I drove in, like, that type of snow, because I had driven in the snow, as I mentioned before. I've driven in the snow. Also, real quick, I'm going to lock that, and then I'm going to do brightness up, which it probably won't really do that much, but maybe it'll do something. Who knows? But yeah, so I ended up spending, like, all day at their house, and it was not bad. It was fun. I helped him with his Pokemon stuff. I, like, backed up a couple of his saves and everything, because I have a modded 3DS, so it's very easy for me to do that. And I also, what's it called? Yeah, and then we had some lunch. It was pretty good. There's actually a guy, when we got to the restaurant, we got there was a guy playing piano, like, right in front of the door. I was like, that is kind of a funny coincidence, because I have really been trying to learn piano recently. I've been staying up a couple nights, just trying to play piano and just learning stuff with piano and wanting to play more piano. It's actually been pretty rewarding, I feel. And like one of the things that was really cool is that I never knew that that song Ode to Joy, you can play it with just 5 fingers. You don't have to like, be moving around the keyboard and stuff. You can just play it with 5 fingers. And so I, have been learning that, and I got really good at it, and I've like been able to actually play through the whole song without making mistakes and shit now. And I've also been learning how to read music too. I've gotten pretty okay at reading music, and that's been awesome. But like seeing that guy playing the piano, I was like, this is kind of cool. It's kind of funny. I just walk in and just there's a guy playing piano, and he's like, I thought it was cool. But yeah, so we had some lunch, and then we went back to his house again. And my other cousin was over too. So, and him and then their dad, they were watching football. And it's like, I don't really watch sports like ever. I mean, I watch like a little bit of the World Series or whatever it is. I think that's what it was. My friends were watching it one time, and I was like, oh, this is kind of like okay. But like also they were like pirating it because you can't stream it on Discord, like, with like legal ways to stream it, So we were pirating it. And I just remember laughing my ass off when this fucking hentai ad pops up. It's just like a fucking naked anime girl getting fucked. And I was just like, what the fuck? What? And apparently that happens a lot. Apparently a lot of those pirating sites, like sometimes porn just pops up. Like they just have pop-ups of porn and shit. And it's like, I guess that's the price you pay for, not paying a price. So, but I mean, who cares, right? Like, literally, you just go anywhere on the fucking internet at this point is porn. Like, you probably scroll the recommended page underneath this fucking video. There's probably like a fucking, picture of fucking woman getting her fucking ass destroyed or some shit, So, like, I feel like it's just everywhere. So, but yeah, it was actually pretty funny just watching it, and I actually enjoyed watching it. It was the Bills versus the Broncos, and that game, if you watch that game, it was actually like fucking crazy, dude. Like there were like a bunch of interceptions and shit. It was like close the whole way through. It was like, holy shit, who's gonna win this? And then the Broncos came out on top, like just barely in like the overtime. It was fucking crazy, man. It was so crazy. I actually really enjoyed it. But yeah, I don't know. It was actually pretty exciting. Like I don't really watch sports, but I was kind of into it. It was fun. And yeah, so we did that, and then I just ended up talking for a while to some of my family, just talking, because I haven't seen them, literally, I haven't seen them since like October. And it's not like they live far, but it's just everything, like, Thanksgiving got fucked up, and Christmas got fucked up, so it's like, yeah. And we're probably gonna have Christmas, like actual, exchanging our Christmas presents on my birthday. So that's gonna be funny. It's gonna be interesting. I'm getting double gifts, I guess. I don't know. But anyways, though, yeah. So that was how Saturday went. It was pretty fun. I enjoyed it. Wasn't, necessarily like the most productive day of my life or anything, but I got that. That was good. And other than that, today, well, actually, also last night, I kind of fucked up my sleep schedule more because I ended up, number one, procrastinating watching YouTube, and two, ended up playing more piano. And I was really excited to play piano because on Friday, but I didn't get a chance to really, look at it. On Friday, I got my like keyboard stand and I got my sustain pedal. So that makes it a lot more comfortable for me to do. What is going on my Go++, man? But I got, I probably have to restart my Go, actually. That's probably why. It's probably why. But I ended up playing a lot of piano, which is very fun. What did that just say? Everything this week happening in Pokemon Go. I think I'm good. Oh, dude, my game is fucked. And it's not gonna... Hate it. Hate it so much. I don't... Fuck it, I don't care. I don't need to fucking get my Pokestops and shit. Because I think I have to, like, restart my phone and shit if I want that. So I'm not doing that. Fuck that. But yeah. So, last night I kind of procrastinated, and then that bled into today, because then I woke up today at probably like 10:30 and I felt tired as shit. So, yeah. But I did some cleaning and stuff, which was probably needed, probably a good idea to do. And I feel pretty good about what I managed to get done. I still have a lot more to clean, but like, I definitely cleaned up a decent amount, so I'm happy about that. And yeah, and then I kind of just procrastinated for a little bit, kind of, and did my exercise, because I didn't do my exercise yesterday. And then I finally took my shower and I came here. And that was kind of my week, or my week and a half, really. It was interesting. And also, oh yeah, I was going to say, yeah, it's just like, I've also just been going through a lot of health stuff this week, because as I mentioned, I did the whole eye doctor thing, which, like, I still have to go back, but, like, I don't know when that's gonna happen. I don't have a lot of free time. The next 2 weeks, I'm also working Saturdays, so it's even less free time. It's more money, but less free time. But I will say that why can't I think? I can't think straight. I've been having stuff with my ear, which I think I gotta get looked at or something. Because my left ear, I realized when I watched that Mr. Waffles video like a couple months ago, I realized that maybe I do have tinnitus in that ear and I just never knew. Because I would always hear like this little kind of like faint like beeping, almost like kind of like a server sound maybe or something. You know? I realized I had that like in my ear. Like when there's nothing else, when I don't hear anything else, I can hear that. And I'm like, huh, that's strange. And I always just thought it was like, you know, deafening silence or something. And I realized, oh no, man, maybe I actually just have tinnitus in this ear. I don't know. But then, what's it called? Then, like, recently I kind of feel like I can't hear stuff as well in this ear. And so it's like, am I losing my hearing in this ear? Or maybe it's just clogged? I'm kind of thinking it's clogged because, like, I feel like it feels like it's clogged in there or something, you know? So maybe that's what's happening. I'm not sure, but like, it's a lot harder to hear stuff in this ear than it is in this ear, which is why I'm surprised I heard my fucking coworker saying that shit that night. So I'm like, I'm surprised I heard that with my left ear. That's crazy. But yeah, there's that. And also, I kind of have to piss. I'm not gonna lie, because I've been a little concerned. Maybe I got a UTI yesterday because I spent a lot of hours not pissing. I was like, fuck, dude, this football game is so good that I don't want to leave. I should have left during the ads, but I didn't. And also, what's it called? Oh, the train's coming. No, not the train. But yeah. I think I got a UTI because I did not piss for like 8 hours yesterday, and then I like felt it later on that night. I was like, ooh, gotta feel something in there. So, I think, please don't honk yet. Oh, okay. Well, you know, it wasn't that loud. It's alright. But, it it just, you know, it doesn't feel great. And so I gotta have to piss, but I don't actually want to like necessarily go home because I really want to find one showcase. I just need one Tadbold showcase. I have an XXL Tadbold. I'm fucking, you know, gonna find this fucking showcase, and I'm gonna get in the showcase, and that's gonna be my 100th showcase win for Pokemon Go, and I'm gonna get that platinum medal, and then I never have to worry about showcases again. So that's good, right? But I was thinking in my search, maybe I'll stop by work, say hello to some people, and you know, get the piss there, because I kind of need the piss. I haven't even drank anything in the past like hour, but it's just I gotta piss. I gotta piss. I can feel it. I did drink a lot before, so that's probably why. You know, I do have a drinking problem. I drink way too much water, man. I actually don't. I probably don't drink enough water, to be honest with you. When I'm at work, I'm lucky if I touch my water bottle. So, yeah. But, anyways, though, this sucks. Train's gonna ruin everything. It's gonna make a shitload of traffic. I'll be sitting here like I gotta go pee, and I can't pee because this stupid fucking train. Okay. But yeah. So anyways, I think that's really like most of what I have to say. I don't know how things are gonna go next week. Oh, train's done. So I guess I'm waiting a little bit. Oh no, never mind. It's not. I got baited. I got baited. But yeah. We will see what I am gonna do in regards to just life, I guess. I don't know. I really, personally, I'm just trying to focus on the YouTube stuff, and also focusing on not watching YouTube, but working on YouTube stuff that I want to make. And also, let's see, is it? Oh, I think my Go++ is working. We did it, Reddit. We did it. Yay. But I really feel like I want to keep up with like the piano stuff, you know? Piano has been so fun for me. I'm really enjoying it. It feels like something different, you know? It feels awesome. So I have been really, man, I really gotta pee. I gotta go pee soon. So I'm gonna end this video off very soon, but I really enjoy playing piano, I think. And I think just in general, I enjoy like being able to make music. It's kind of ironic because of the ear issue, so it's like, you know, it's harder for me to hear music, but like I'm enjoying it. But yeah, I'm really enjoying that, and I'm just enjoying, you know, being more creative, I think. And so that's gonna be an interesting thing to just, I guess, acclimate to more. I have to plan the rest of my life. That's basically what my therapist told me. She told me make a list for like the rest of your life, you know, plan out the rest of your life. But I think it'll actually be a very interesting thought exercise and like kind of let me figure out what I'm actually gonna fucking do going forward, because I don't know what the hell. Like, I think that's part of the problem is that I have like this idea of like, okay, well someday I want to have, you know, a wife and kids and a job and whatever, and it's like, okay, well how do I get there? Like, it's easy to say that, but it's like, okay, how do I get there? I don't know. Like that's part of the problem. So doing that, it kind of helps fill in the gaps, and like gives you like a time frame of like what you're gonna do and when, and like that sort of thing. And it's always something that can change too, so that's nice. But yeah, with that, you know what can't change? Me needing to piss. So I think that's pretty much where I'm gonna end this, because dude, I gotta go piss. I'm gonna put on my daily adventure incense. I'm gonna go drive around to some Pokestop showcases, find one with a fucking tab bulb thing. Boom, we're getting that done. And then I'm gonna go take a piss at work. And that's gonna be that. Dude, wait, you know what? This is a horrible idea to go piss at work, now I think about it. Because I'm gonna have to piss, and then I'm gonna like talk to my coworkers for like 10 minutes. Fuck. I'm gonna fucking piss myself in front of them, and they'll be like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Fuck. You know, it's okay. Maybe I'll like do like I'll do like a little zigzag around the store. I'll I'll do a little zigzag around the store so I don't see everybody, and I'll just get to the bathroom like secretly. Oh my god, dude. Oh, why do I do this to myself sometimes, man? Fuck. Maybe it's just time to piss in a bottle. I don't know. Look, I've changed my pants in a car before. Why not just take it one step further? uh, anyways, alright. I think I'm gonna end this here. I gotta go. I gotta go piss. I gotta go get in these showcases. Yeah. So, yeah, I guess that's it.